Programming legend John Carmack has left Meta. He developed the game engines of Wolfenstein, Doom, and Quake in the 90s, which shaped the shooter genre for years and whose 3D graphics brought video games to a new level more than once. For more than 10 years, he was involved in virtual reality and was employed as CTO after the takeover of Oculus by the Facebook group. Internally, he said goodbye with a letter, which partly landed in the press and was misrepresented, so he now published it in full. I resigned from my position as an executive consultant for VR with Meta. My internal post to the company got leaked to the press, but that just results in them picking a few choice bits out of it. Here is the full post, just as the internal employees saw it. This is the end of my decade in VR. I have mixed feelings. Quest 2 is almost exactly what I wanted to see from the beginning: mobile hardware, inside-out tracking, optional PC streaming, 4K-ish screen, cost-effective. Despite all the complaints I have about our software, millions of people are still getting value out of it. We have a good product. It is successful, and successful products make the world a better place. It all could have happened a bit faster and been going better if different decisions had been made, but we built something pretty close to the right thing. The issue is our efficiency. Some will ask why I care how the progress is happening, as long as it is happening? If I am trying to sway others, I would say that an org that has only known inefficiency is ill-prepared for the inevitable competition and/or belt-tightening, but really, it is the more personal pain of seeing a 5% GPU utilization number in production. I am offended by it. Edit, I was being overly poetic here, as several people have missed the intention. As a systems optimization person, I care deeply about efficiency. When you work hard at optimization for most of your life, seeing something that is grossly inefficient hurts your soul. I was likening observing our organization's performance to seeing a tragically low number on a profiling tool. We have a ridiculous amount of people and resources, but we constantly self-sabotage and squander effort. There is no way to sugarcoat this. I think our organization is operating at half the effectiveness that would make me happy. Some may scoff and contend we are doing just fine, but others will laugh and say half, I'm at quarter efficiency. It has been a struggle for me. I have a voice at the highest levels here, so it feels like I should be able to move things, but I'm evidently not persuasive enough. A good fraction of the things I complain about eventually turn my way after a year or two passes and evidence piles up, but I have never been able to kill stupid things before they cause damage, or set a direction and have a team actually stick to it. I think my influence at the margins has been positive, but it has never been a prime mover. This was admittedly self-inflicted. I could have moved to Menlo Park after the Oculus acquisition and tried to wage battles with generations of leadership, but I was busy programming, and I assumed I would hate it, be bad at it, and probably lose anyway. Enough complaining. I wearied of the fight and have my own startup to run, but the fight is still winnable. VR can bring value to most of the people in the world, and no company is better positioned to do it than Meta. Maybe it actually is possible to get there by just plowing ahead with current practices, but there is plenty of room for improvement. Meta recently eliminated 11,000 jobs, although they have reached the goal of over 10 million units sold with the Meta Quest 2, which according to Zuckerberg is the magic limit for a functioning ecosystem, so the software sales are still behind expectations, because for too many buyers, the glasses collect dust after a short trial enthusiasm, then in the closet. Recently, some pictures of the Meta Quest 3 are leaked and the PlayStation VR 2 is also in the starting blocks. Maybe this time they managed to increase the active user base so high that the development of good games and software is now worthwhile for developers. What is your opinion on virtual reality? Do you already have a VR headset or are you planning to buy one? And what does the exit of John Carmack mean for Meta? Write it in the comments, and of course I would be happy about a follow and a like.